So, first of all, you got to have the jack for this kind of work. You got to use it. No, seriously though, I decided to pull this apart and see what I could do here because of that wobble. That is literally because the hub, where the screw goes into the hub, it is wore out. It's just loose. There's basically nothing there except these tiny little screws go straight into the hub, and because they're not smooth shank on the ends down here, it wears out the hub. The threads are basically eating up the aluminum hub. So what I've done is I used 3/64 drill, 1/16 drill bit to drill out the hole in the hub where the screw goes, and then I used 3/64 brass tubing. It is hollow. It'll focus and show up. My phone loves me. Anyway, cut off a little bitty piece, held it with some needle nose pliers, drilled out the 3/60 or the 1/16 brass tubing. I think I said that wrong before. That's 1/16, not brass, not 3/64. Anyway, drilled it out with a 3/64 drill bit, which is just almost the exact same size as the screw. These tiny little screws. And they just press. You got to cut a little piece off at a time. After you drill it out, cut your little shim, basically bushing, and just press it down in there. And I will show. I hope I don't drop this screw. Let me get my other tweezers, I can hold on to it better. It is a snug fit. So, and it will still turn. So I am not going to replace these hubs or the bearings. The axle shafts are going to get Teflon taped on the ends inside the axle here to tighten up the little hex inside the end of the shaft. I saw Alpine RC videos of his Orlandoo. He put Teflon tape on it, and I'm going to give that a shot and see if that helps the slop in the hex nut, hex bushing, whatever you want to call this hex shaft, CVD. Anyway, yeah, brass bushings, press fit brass bushing inserts that are going to go in the hubs. I've got this one done. Both sides are done. It actually shows up pretty good on this side. I'm doing this with no camera flash, so it doesn't make a glare. And I can pop this apart real quick and show how small these little bushings are. Just push the CVD out. Get it to focus. These hubs are very, very small, so the bushings have to be very, very tiny. And the way I'm doing it is I'm cutting a piece, drilling out the piece, pressing it in, and then cutting it with a diamond disc. It's a little warped, but I'm not using the whole disc. I'm just using this outer edge here to mark it, and then snapping it in two. Cut it a little bit long, and then barely file it. Come on, focus. Barely file it and leave it where it sticks out just a hair, a very, very thin amount, and it fills in the little bit of slop that's in between also, and you know, the screws tighten into this piece right here, top and bottom, instead of into the hub, which I guess makes sense. I don't know. But this is the only way I can figure out how to resolve this problem of the slop in these turnbuckles, in these hubs, without replacing the hub itself. So just a little quick DIY fix. Brass bushings. You need 1/16 brass tubing, 3/64 drill bit, and a diamond disc or a file that you can cut these tiny little bushings. Let me see if I can pop one out real quick on camera. They're not in super tight, but they are very small. There it is. It's so small it's not even wanting to focus. Right there. Get my little pointer, pick it up. It just fits right in there. Anyway, hope that helps anybody that has these axles that's experiencing the same thing and can actually see this tedious little crap. Yeah, enjoy your Orlandoos. Thanks for watching.